let's be brutally honest for a minute. What you're about to hear isn't what you're supposed to know. We're going to tear down the polite lies we've all been told about power. And what we're going to do is reveal the actual operating manual for human nature. Not as we wish it was, but as it really truly is. So it all boils down to one simple question. You have to ask yourself this. In the world's hidden game, there are only two roles you can have. Are you a player, or are you a piece on the board? Now, this isn't just some old philosophy. You should read this as a warning. See, Machiavelli understood the brutal difference between what people see and what is real. What people think you are is infinitely more powerful than who you actually are. And that right there, that is the foundation of the entire game. The world is split into these two categories. And you felt this your whole life, right? You walk into a room and you feel totally invisible, while someone else just commands attention without saying a single word. Figuring out which one you are right now, that is the first step to changing your destiny. And this is where the split really happens. The pieces, they operate on this belief that the world should be fair. They're looking for approval. They're following the rules they're given. But the players, they get it. The world runs on one thing, leverage. They don't need your validation. They need assets. And they don't just follow the rules. They're the ones writing them. Let me be clear. Power does not care about your good intentions. And that brings us to the one word that changes everything. Leverage. It's the only currency that matters in this game. You know, nice guys finish last, not because they're nice, but because they're always appealing to mercy, which to the powerful is just a burden. Players don't do that. They appeal to the only language everyone understands, self-interest. Okay, so before you can even think about playing, you have to build your defense. And this is your armor of secrecy. Think about it. The more you reveal about yourself, the more cracks you show. And the more cracks you have, well, the easier you are to shatter. These three things, they are absolutely non-negotiable. You keep them to yourself. Revealing them makes you predictable, it makes you controllable, and it makes you a target. They seem so harmless to share, but trust me, they are the very keys that other people will use to lock you in a cage they built just for you. This right here illustrates a critical mistake. You think sharing your ambition invites support? No, it invites sabotage from insecure people, and it invites competition from your rivals. Power always moves in silence. You don't need a cheerleader. You need to get results. Here's a really hard truth. People don't care about your pain. They collect it. Your vulnerability to them becomes ammunition, and they don't forget it. They store your weaknesses away, just waiting to use them against you when it serves their own interests. All right, so your defenses are up. Your armor is on. Now it's time to go on the offense. And to do that, you have to learn the only language that powerful people actually understand. And it's not morality, it's not fairness, it is the language of self-interest. You basically have two ways to approach this. The piece begs for a chance. That just signals weakness and makes them a burden. The player, on the other hand, offers a solution. That signals value. So never ask for favors. Offer transactions disguised as alliances. Solve their problem. And suddenly you're a partner, not a beggar. This is a powerful psychological weapon. It's almost unfair. By mirroring someone's worldview, their posture, even the words they use, you completely bypass their logical brain. You're not challenging them. You're confirming them. And they become addicted to your presence because you make them feel deeply understood in a way that nobody else does. And now we enter the final battlefield. This is where the entire game is either won or lost. Your reputation. Listen to me. Who you actually are is irrelevant. Who people think you are, that is everything. It's your armor, it's your weapon, and it's your passport to power. That statement isn't melodrama. It's a diagnosis. Your reputation walks into every room before you do. If you have a strong one, your enemies will hesitate. If you have a weak one, even your friends will start to doubt you. Perception is reality. And if you don't control it, I promise you, someone else will control it for you. So what does this number mean? 52 minutes. According to research, people spend nearly an hour, 52 minutes, every single day talking about someone who isn't in the room. Just think about that. For almost an hour a day, your reputation is being shaped and twisted and debated, all behind your back. You have to understand this. Gossip is not harmless talk. It is social currency. It's a strategic weapon. Whispers distort reality, turning people into monsters in the minds of others. It's used to damage rivals, to enforce social hierarchies, and to make insecure people feel powerful. It is a direct assault on your reputation. Okay, we've covered defense, we've covered offense, we've talked about the battlefield. Now we bring it all together. This is the transformation. It's about moving from being a passive piece, just reacting to what happens on the board, to becoming a strategic player who sees the entire game and moves the pieces themselves. Look, this knowledge is dangerous. It splits your life into two parts: the time before you knew all this and the time after. And you can't go back. You can't unsee the strings being pulled. So the real question is, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to stay a pawn, clinging to the idea that the world should be fair, or are you going to grab the wheel? This is your new toolkit. Secrecy is your armor. Perception is your weapon. Leverage is your currency. And strategy is your map. You are no longer just a piece on the board. You stand above it, directing the entire game. And that, right there, is the final objective. And here it is, the final, chilling truth of the matter. Authenticity is a luxury for people who have already won the game. For everyone else, it's a trap. The world doesn't reward the real you. It rewards the strategic you, the one who understands the game, who protects their vulnerabilities, and who moves with deliberate, silent power. The choice is yours.